pushing me, so they gotta put hardest in. Try my best.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. And Stan, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. Now, here's Holmgren. Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Minnesota with the ball. It's a three-point game. Williams against McDaniel. The tray. And it's Conley that time on the assist from Edwards. Conley's got 6 points.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Randle passes to Edwards. Good on the shot.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
It's been a slow start here for Oklahoma City. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And great awareness of the situation. Gilgeous-Alexander sensing the chance for the steal and just taking it straight up on the break. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards slams it in.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams from the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And Gobert kicks to Randle. Back to Gobert. And Randle throws it down.
An absolute warrior on the backboards. Randle knows where to be when that shot goes up.
Outside, Dort. Now, here's Holmgren. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. The kick out to Williams. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Here's Wallace, following the basket by Julius Randle. Now Wallace. Outside, Dort. Here's Hartenstein. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dort. Just 3 to shoot. Williams' shot is off. Here's Alexander Walker. Wallace covering. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Williams scanning the floor. Wiggins sets a screen for Williams. Offline with his 3. Timberwolves leading by 6. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Gobert against Williams. Conley for 3. Rebound by Williams.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Lets the 3 fly. Julius Randle with the rebound.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Conley kicks to McDaniels. Williams against Gobert. Randle outside. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
You know, they like Randle to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
Now here's Williams. He's got 7. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Bangs home the trifecta. Randle with the ball. It could go. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Julius Randle getting it done for Minnesota. For moments during that quarter, it felt like a one-man wrecking crew. It seemed he was doing everything out there. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Miller in at the power forward position. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
Minnesota making a switch here. Einad's checked in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Edwards. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside, Williams. On the wing, Wallace. Edwards defending. Shoots. Wallace misses.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
And Edwards slams it in.
Well, talk about a guy who plays above the rim, Anthony Edwards.
Thunder trailing by 8. Pass to Williams. Williams, a screen on Edwards. Inside. Williams inside. Guarded by Reid. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Minnesota leading by 8. Pass to Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Here's Edwards, and he drives in, and Edwards with the stuff.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Wiggins, a screen on DiVincenzo. Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. DiVincenzo passes to Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. No good from outside. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing here by 8. Williams sets a screen for Wallace. His three-pointers off the mark. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And taken away by Wallace. Reed with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Hartenstein's checked in for the Thunder. Dort comes in for Cason Wallace. Rudy Gobert is checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Alexander Walker. A different look for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Jalen Williams is subbed in for Alex Caruso. Minnesota also making some changes. Julius Randle comes in for Reed. And it's McDaniels in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 points in the game so far. From outside the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. Randle outside. Up top, Edwards. Defended by Dort. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Pass to Conley. Three-pointer, Randle. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Thunder trailing by 8. Right side, Dort. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night. Hey, Stan, we've heard talk about players not heaving up a shot at the buzzer to protect their shooting percentage. Have you run into that at all?
Oh, Kevin, that definitely happens. Players are concerned about all of those numbers, shooting percentages being one of them, because they become a factor in contract negotiations. But they have to realize, number one, you've got to do what gives your team a chance to win. And number two, with all the analytics, teams separate out what they call heaves at the end of quarters.
Here's Williams. Following the bucket by the Timberwolves. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
1:46 left in the first half of the game. Caruso kicks to Holmgren. Caruso, the pass to Holmgren. Down low, stolen by McDaniels. To the paint. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity.
Yeah, Conley knows where his team needs him to be in transition, taking full advantage of the fast break opportunity.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels, possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Conley against Caruso. Conley kicks to Gobert. Randle dishes to Gobert. Randle passes to Gobert. Edwards, no good with the layup.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Williams from outside, up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates.
Here's Holmgren. That shot is off. Randall with some nice D. McDaniels passes to Randall. It's Dort on the wing. Misses the 3. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Near the three-point line, it's Holmgren. Offline from the top of the key. Timberwolves leading by 7. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Good on the three-point shot. McDaniels got his second basket of the night.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Holmgren's got his first 3 points of the game.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Now here's Conley. He's got 8. Edwards inside, defended by Dort. Edwards can't hit. They're trailing by 9. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Edwards against Dort. The muscle from Edwards.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Out left of the wing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, a homework generates space for this offense.
Chalk up 2 there. Randall's got 12 in the game.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Williams up on top. Over by Conley. Here's Hartenstein. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. 7 points in the game.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big guy.
And finished off by Gobert.
And the slam. If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you ask, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
And the Thunder making a change here. Caruso's checked in, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. Dort with a screen for Caruso. 5 on the clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Alexander Walker. Timberwolves passing it around. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. So it's the Thunder now. 8-point game. Pass to Dort. And here is Caruso. Dort with a screen for Caruso. Offensive rebound. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. For the Thunder, Williams comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Timberwolves also changing it up. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Minnesota leading by 6. And here is Conley. 8 points for him. Misses in close. Pass to Dort. Outside Williams. 1:12 left in the third. Over Randall. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Now just a 4-point Timberwolves lead. And here's Reid. Pass to DiVincenzo. No good with the triple. The Thunder have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Wallace, the pass to Williams. Can't connect from short range.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Here's Williams. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reeves got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Wallace against Conley. Randall outside. Over Williams. Randall kicks to Conley. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got assist number 5 here tonight. And so it's Minnesota with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Reed, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Edwards. And it's Garza in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Edwards. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Thunder trailing by 12. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Back to DiVincenzo. For three, Edwards connects from three-point range. Edwards got 12 points here in the second half.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking to get it going. As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Here's Wallace. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. They get the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 15. Edwards finds Ingles. Edwards inside, defended by Dort. Edwards can't hit. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot by Williams, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Driving in, and Reed throws it down.
A phenomenal floor general. Conley is gifted at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the three ball is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Outside Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got 9 points now in just the second half. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Edwards.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Coming into this game, he had been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Here is Conley after Oklahoma City gets the three. Here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Conley picks him up, and Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Bucket is good.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Conley, the pass to Randall. Outside Edwards. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, when Edwards is pulling out pump fakes, it's borderline unfair.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Williams.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Conley. That shot wide open. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points for the quarter.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
Conley finds Randall. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. For 3, Edwards. Rebound by Williams. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 13. Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. Outside Williams. Off target from 3-point range. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Minnesota.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Edwards.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Now here's Wallace. Back to Caruso. Nailed from 3-point land. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Clark kicks to DiVincenzo. 3-pointer. Cracks in the tray. And the Timberwolves lead by 13. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Julius. Now look, you're banging in the paint, but what do you see?
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.